Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alyssa back with another video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a colorful look. It is summer and then I want to do like something that I haven't done before, and I also want to recreate this look. So as you can tell from the title above, it's going to be me recreating or trying to recreate this colorful look that I seen on the internet, and it looks just like this. So shout out to you, girl, whoever did that look. It is really pretty. It has pink, green, yellow, orange, blue, purple, all that. So for starters, I'm going to be starting on my brows. I like to start on my brows before I do my eyeshadow or any type of makeup. I'm going to be using the Morphe Dip Brow in the color Chocolate Mousse. I've been using this for a very long time, and I'm going to be using my Morphe brush. So I'm going to try and go for a really thin brow look. That way my eyeshadow can like really pop and be bold. So yeah, you guys, I'm super excited about this look. So I'm basically just doing a really thin brow, like so. I like to start on the bottom and create that line first and then go up to the top. And I mainly focus at the end of my brow rather than putting any type of color in the front. As you can tell, I'm focusing at the end and I'm not putting no color right here at all. And whatever product that I have left on my brush, I'm going to just use it at the end. Just like that. And then I'm going to get a spoolie brush. You just need a spoolie, and you're just going to, well, I'm just going to brush it out. That way there's no harsh lines, no color in the front. And keep brushing it until you get your eyebrows the way you would like. This is just the way I do my brows. Everybody has their own preference, but for me, I like it like this. And it kind of gives me like a natural look. Even though you're still putting on makeup on your brow, it still gives you that natural look, and it gives you that faded in brow right here. And I keep brushing until I get it like that. Now I'm going to be using some concealer, and the concealer that I use to clean up my brows is by ColourPop. And I use the shade Fair 15W, and I just put right under my brow. And then I'm going to go in with a concealer brush by e.l.f. like this. You can get any concealer brush as long as it's flat and pointed. It gets really into the cleanup. And now I'm just going to focus at the end. And that's going to help you get a fine look. Right now I'm just blending it in with my eyes. That way it doesn't look too harsh. Like so. At the top, you guys, I like to go in with my foundation because the light should always go on the bottom, and then on top I like to use my foundation. That way it doesn't look kind of funny. But I only use a very little of amount to clean up the top. I only clean up the top every once in a while, clean up the top, but for the sake of this video, I want this look to come out snatched, so I'm going to clean up the top. Again, you don't have to clean up the top, it's just if you want it more precise. Like so. Go back in with like a fluffy brush like this and just blend it in like that to your outer. And then I like to bring the brush and just kind of blend everything in together in the front. Again, this is just the way I do my brows. I know everybody has their own preference, but this is just the way I do mine. Okay, and once I get my brows the way I like to go in with the gel brow. And this just helps to keep everything in place. And this is by ColourPop as well in the shade Dark Brown. And I'm just going to apply very little at the end. And I'm just going to apply it just like that. Again, this is just going to help all the hair sticking out, or everything is just going to lay it down. That way it doesn't move anywhere. Okay guys, so I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star palette at Morphe, just because this has like multiple colors. The only color that I am missing is blue, and as you can tell in this picture, she is using blue on the outside of her corner, and then it's purple and so on and so forth, but that's fine. I'm just going to start off using purple at the end. So before I do that, I'm going to put some concealer on my lid, and this is going to help pop up the colors, and I'm also using it as a primer. I'm going to get my Spray by Morphe. You can get this at you can use any spray, and I'm going to be using the Spray by Jeffree Star. But if you have any other spray, you can use that as well, like so. So once you have that all done, I'm gonna go in with a brush, fluffy brush like this, and actually I'm gonna use a thinner one like this since it's the outer corner. So I'm gonna get a fluffy brush like this, and it's gonna help me get into the inner corner of my eye, and I'm gonna use purple. So I'm gonna go in the inner corner of my eyelid, and I'm just gonna focus that really in the inner corner of my eye, because I'm putting several colors. And then just gonna be like a little V right here, and just keep circling in circular motions until you blend it out. And I'm not gonna drag up too high. I'm just gonna keep it right there, and just keep doing that same motion until you get a pretty blend out color like that, like this. And then I'm gonna fit in another color, and I'm gonna be using pink. Now pink is a really bright color, if y'all know, if y'all have used this color in Jeffree's palette. And I'm gonna put it right on top of the purple, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Just keep it right on the third of your eye, and keep going in circular motions. Go ahead and go in with another dab of pink, because I want that pink color to really pop. Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend out that purple a little bit more. I'm gonna go back in with the purple shade because I feel like it's losing color. I'm gonna go back in. Again, just keep it on the outer corner. Like so. Then I'm gonna get another fluffy brush like this, a thick brush like that, and I'm gonna go on top of the colors, and I'm just gonna kind of blend those colors together. That way it don't look too harsh. You don't want your colors to look too harsh, especially if you are using multiple colors. You don't want to look really harsh, so you need to make sure that you go back in and you blend it. And go back in. And guys, don't be too scared when you use multiple colors. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that, because one, you're already going in with multiple crazy colors, and two, mixing all those colors together, you're gonna be a little bit nervous. But I promise y'all, it's not even that bad. It's mostly just blending in all the colors. So once you get that, I'm gonna go in with my third color. Okay guys, so I zoomed y'all up more closer to my face, that way y'all can get a better look at how I'm doing my eye. So this is how it is turning out. Now I'm gonna go in with the Essentials eyeshadow palette in the shade Terracotta, and it's just gonna be this orange color right here. And so I'm gonna go in with another fluffy brush, I'm going to use this more skinnier precise brush, and it looks just like this because we're getting more into the inner corner, so you want to use more of a thinner color than you would of a thick brush. So now I'm going to go in with the orange color and dust off. Right by the pink, you're going to go in. Oh yeah, I really like that color. Okay, you're going to go in right there. Now, because you have all these colors and you really want to make sure that all of these colors have the spotlight, you guys. You don't want nothing to overpower each other. Make sure that color is being seen when you're doing a colorful look like this. So go ahead and just go in on the middle. Again, circular motions. Bring it up a little bit. Make sure that you blend it in exactly the way you like. Now after that, I'm going to go in with the yellow color. I'm going to be going in with the Hello Charmers by BoxyCharm. This is one of the palettes that I did receive on BoxyCharm. And I'm going to be using the shade in here called Premium. And this is pretty light yellow. Looks like this one right here. Again, if you don't have these palettes, that is totally fine. You just find what you can to duplicate it to the closest shade. Now I like to dust off the axis because there's a lot of fallout. Now again, the same thing that I've been doing with all these other colors. You're gonna go right by the orange. You're gonna pat it right there. Now you do have to understand that do understand that these colors, especially like the light colors like orange and yellow, they're going to be kind of hard to fit in there because they are such light colors. But just keep going onto that color and making sure that you're getting it to pop out. What I find that is easy for me is just going back and just putting more color to it. That always helps. Actually, that yellow came out pretty good. I'm going to be using the color Nate in the Jeffree Star palette, and it's right here. Okay, so right here I'm just going to put the rest of my inner corner. I'm going to fill up the rest with the green, and then I'm going to go back in with the color Wake and Bake. Okay, so now I'm going to go in. Doing that in my inner corner. Now the green is gonna have, oh my god guys, I love it. Just go back in and I'm gonna blend it out. I just want to make sure that this green is packed on. This look was actually not bad at all. I would totally do it all over again. Now I'm going to go back in. As you can tell, you don't want that harsh line right there. So you're going to go in with a fluffy brush and you're going to blend that out really, really good with a brush that has not been touched with no eyeshadow. You're going to go back over and you're just going to keep blending back and forth. And you really want to blend that out because the inner corner and the outer corner should always look very, very blended because you don't want the colors to look harsh. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with that Wake and Bake, and I'm going to go in with a brush like this. And then I'm going to dab a little bit, and this is going to be on the middle right here where you would do like a bright color, and I'm going to just put it just like that. And then I'm going to, as y'all can tell, she put a light green. She put a light green, and then she put some light green glitter over it like that. So that's what I'm going for. So I'm just gonna put some like that. Okay, and then once I get that, I'm gonna go in with the color Glam Rapids, and I'm gonna spray a brush. I'm gonna get a little pointed brush like this, and I'm gonna spray it so it can have that glitter pop out. Now I'm gonna get the color Glam Rapids, and it's like a greenish goldish color like that, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner of my eye where I just put that. Now if y'all do have a glitter gold color or a green color, y'all can totally put that, but just for the sake of this video, I feel like this will look good. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna go in with a Glam Rapid, and I find it better to use your finger because I feel like the glitter gets really on it rather than using a brush. But I'm just gonna go in with my finger, tap a little bit on my finger like that, and just put it right here on top of the light color, on top of the Wake and Bake, and it looks like this. So that is how the eye came out with. Okay, so after I do the top bottom like this, as you can tell on the bottom, she did the same thing that she did to the top to her bottom lower lash, and that's just gonna make it more colorful. So same thing that you did to the top, you're gonna do to the bottom. So I'm just gonna go back in and do the same exact thing, same exact order. I'm gonna go in with the fluffy brush and go in with the purple right on the bottom. You're literally gonna just match it up. Okay, so after the purple, I'm gonna go in with the pink. Again, we're just doing the exact same thing I did to the top to the bottom. If y'all would like for me to do anything else, or y'all see something on Instagram and you're like, I want her to do that, please Instagram, DM me, comment. I'll leave my social medias down in the description box below, so please don't hesitate to leave me any recommendations. So after the purple, I'm gonna go in with the orange, I believe. Yes, the orange. Again, I'm gonna go in with the orange color on the essentials and the color Terracotta right here. After the orange, I'm going to be using the color yellow. Now with yellow, I'm going to go in with a different brush because that one is really... I'm going to go in with the yellow color and the color Premium. Now it's getting really small on the bottom, so you need to be really careful when you get to the bottom lower lash, because I find it more difficult because you have less room. And after you do the yellow, I'm going to clean that up just a tad bit. And then last but not least, you're going to use the green color and the Jeffree Star palette in the color Nate. Be very careful. Okay, so it looks something like this. Okay, so I'll be right back, you guys. I'm going to do the same thing that I did to this eye. I'm going to do it to this eye. Okay guys, so this is the finished look to the eyes. All I did was put on some lashes and that's it. I literally just did everything from this eye to this eye, and then close my eyes that way I can look better. And I did put on some lashes, that way you can bring the look together. Okay, so now I'm going to spray my face with the Morphe Jeffree Star Spray. I like to put this on before and after. Okay guys, so now I'm going to be going in with my Milani foundation in the color Natural Beige. I love using this. This is full coverage. For a look like this, you want to go like full coverage. Well, for me, I like to go full coverage. And just put it all over your face. Make sure you cover everything. And just go slightly under the colorful underline. Bring it down to your neck. This look was actually not hard at all, you guys. I thought it was going to be hard. This was my first time doing it. And I really liked the way it came out. I felt like it was really on point with everything. And if you guys want to recreate this look and y'all don't have this certain palettes that I use, that is like definitely okay. You can always duplicate it with the colors that you do have. Like I said, I didn't have blue, so I just started off with the purple one. So stuff like that, you can always just, you know, change it up. Instead of using the blue, I could have used like a different color, a brown or something, but I just didn't use that color, which is fine, you guys. I also want to be doing, I want to be doing challenges where I challenge myself. So I really want to be doing some recreations. I just feel like it would get me out of my own bubble and it would challenge myself, because now that I'm like doing it, I actually like challenging myself. At first it's a little bit risky because this was like for my first time doing like a crazy recreation look, I did a colorful look just because I wanted to challenge myself, you guys. And I think y'all should challenge yourself, and y'all would be amazed on what y'all are capable of, because I know y'all can do it. Okay, so after I do all of that, I'm gonna go in with some concealer. I'm gonna be using my same Beauty Blender, spray it, ColourPop concealer in the shade Fair 15. I'm gonna put that right under my eye. Put some on my nose to make it pop. Put some right here on my forehead and right here on my lip. And all those are the spots that I want to pop, like so. Again, you guys have any suggestions on what looks that y'all would want me to recreate? If y'all see somebody on Instagram and y'all see like this look and y'all want me to recreate it, definitely comment down below, you guys. Or y'all can also DM me on my Instagram at Alyssa Nicole with 3 E's and 1 P. Now we'll probably back to you guys. Now I'm going to be using the Airspun loose face powder for my under eye. And I'm just going to get this pointed powder brush like this. And then I'm just going to dip it in where I need it. And place it right under my eye. And tap it. And it just sets it there. Place. Tap it. The nose. And I'm going to let that sit there for a while. And then I'm going to go in with my Tarte palette to do some contour to my face. I'm going to be using this Tarte palette. I'm going to be using the two shades Princess Cut and Carrot. I'm going to be using these two to do some contour to my face. And I'm going to be using this brush. I really honestly, truthfully, you guys, I don't know where it's from. I just know it's a BH Cosmetics brush. Now you can use any type of contour brush, but I'm going to just start right here, right by my ear. And I'm just going to put some contour right here. I don't like to drag it out. I like to just put it right here and just bring it up to your temple. That way it blends. You don't want to drag it out because you don't want your contour to be a blush because that's really ugly. You want to just literally just focus it right here on your cheekbone and drag it up, you guys. Okay, you see how it's harsh? Totally fine. You just dust it off. Keep blending in circular motions. Drag it up to the top of your temple, to your hairline. That way you can blend in and it doesn't look so harsh. Same thing, do it to this side. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, you guys, I was really nervous to do this type of look because this is my first time doing it, and because it's like a really like crazy look, colorful. But I was like, why not? I haven't been on this channel in forever, so I wanted to come back with the great content for you guys. Like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna go onto my forehead because I need some color, and I'm just gonna blend it in right here. Same thing to the other. This just helps everything blend, you guys. The foundation, the powders, you're just gonna blend, blend, blend all around your face. Like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with a powder brush and I'm going to just dust off all that powder I just put on that I baked. Dust it off. Like so. Now I'm gonna go in with this angled brush. I'm gonna go in with the color Angle in the Tarte palette, and I'm just gonna contour very little. Again, I normally don't contour my nose, but for the sake of this dramatic look, I will. This is just gonna make my nose a little bit more snatched. Like so. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, last but not, or second to last, I'm gonna go back into my spray, set everything in. Then I'm gonna go in to highlight. I'm going to get my highlighter brush. It's this pointed brush like this, and I'm gonna go in with the BoxyCharm palette. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Pop Up. I'm gonna spray this. And because you're going with a dramatic look, you gotta put some dramatic highlight on. So on my tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, Yes, y'all see that highlight? And the cheeks. Y'all see that? I love me a highlight, guys. I just feel like if it don't look wet, it ain't popping. Put some on my forehead, just like that. And right here. This is how it looks close up. And then last but not least, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe gloss in the color Pixie. I feel like this color, this gloss shade that you're about to see, I feel like this is a perfect shade to go in with this type of look. You don't want to go in with a bright color or anything like that. I think a gloss is pretty, it goes with this look. I feel like that goes great with it. So this is the finished look, you guys. Again, this is recreating a look that I just looked on Instagram and Google and stuff, and I just recreated this look. I really love these colors, you guys, and I really highly recommend you guys to go and like get out of your box and do stuff that you normally won't do, and I promise y'all would be very surprised on what you can do. Again, I use the Hello Charmers by BoxyCharm. I use the Jeffree Star palette, and I use the Essentials by Violet Voss. And that was all it, you guys. Basically, I just use different kind of brushes to create this look, gloss and some highlight, some contour, and that's about it, you guys. Okay guys, and so this is how this look turned out. I hope you guys really enjoy it. And before y'all close out, I did insert some pictures of myself close up, that way y'all can see more in depth on how it turned out. I hope y'all really enjoyed it. I hope I explained everything perfectly for you guys, just in case y'all want to recreate my look, and just keep it going, you guys. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it. Comment down below any suggestions that y'all would like to see from me.